Free.
Alright, today we're talking about tennis accessories, and the comment was made about strings. I play with a hybrid. It's polyester mains and synthetic crosses, and you have a lot of different kinds of strings. They have strings that are called hollow core, it's like a straw, and those play really well, but they're really easy to break because it's hollow. Okay, they have solid core strings, which is, imagine it's like a piece of wood where the string is like this. It's solid in the middle. These are like your nylons, your print synthetics, these strings tend to be really lively, but they're very hard, and they tend to break very difficultly. Okay. Then they'll have strings that are like polys, where it's a weave. They call it a synthetic print synthetic gut, Duraflex, and what it is it's a weave like rope. Okay. And when you're playing your strings, basically, if you play with like synthetics I have on my crosses, the string will play very well, but it'll break very quickly. So whenever you talk about strings, you're talking about playability, you're talking about durability. And the more durable the string is, the less playable it is. Okay? Classic examples are Pro Blend, Thunder Blend, anything with Kevlar mains and synthetic crosses. I like polyester because it plays really well, but it puts a lot of stress on your racket. Like I get like these stress fractures on my racket. Like I get cracks on my racket. The other thing that you have to worry about with your strings is the gauge of the string. So if the gauge is like a 17 gauge or 18, those are thinner strings, and what happens with those is it breaks really easily. You go too thick, like 15 gauge strings, and you're playing with something like this thick, it's like a monster string, and it plays very poorly, but it'll last forever. Okay. The last thing you have to worry about is when you're stringing your racket, you want to find out what your range is. Your range is usually a 10-pound range. For my racket, it's 55 to 65. So what I do is I put the string in the middle, I string it at 60 pounds, and then I'll play with it and see how it feels after that. If it feels really good, like I have the right amount of control and the right amount of power, then I leave it. But if I want more control, I go higher. Because when you go higher, what happens is the bed is more resistant to the ball, and the ball will compress on the strings. You get more control. If you go lower, you get more of a trampoline effect. The ball will hit the strings and it'll bounce right back, and you lose your control, you have more power. Okay? So that was our little conversation about strings. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me. Thank you.